Every spring, I like to take some time to honor our seniors at their final RPS Orchestra concert. This year, we have 5 wonderful seniors to recognize. Each of these 5 seniors have left such a mark on our program, whether they've been in orchestra since middle school or they started in the upper school. One great thing about this senior class is their dedication and many talents. I guess that's 2 things, isn't it? Each one of our seniors is involved in a great variety of activities in our community, and they do so at a high level. I'd also like to point out that every senior here has mentioned in their profile that they plan to continue playing after high school. I'd like to take some time now to honor each one. Sherry. Sherry came to us last year as a junior, but she's been such a natural fit that it feels like she's been a part of our orchestra family for much longer than that. Sherry is a diligent and kind young lady, and I am so pleased that she used her experiences in orchestra to grow and challenge herself during her 2 short years with us here at Prep, by participating in the pit orchestra for last year's musical, for playing in the Lunar New Year celebration, and we're looking forward to having her play at our Music in the Parks performance this weekend as well. Sherry, thank you for enriching the orchestra. Please help me wish Sherry the best as she plans to study pre-law at NYU in the fall. Lauren joined our orchestra community in her sophomore year and has always been an impressive violinist. And so much so, she was accepted into the chamber orchestra her very first year here. Lauren has played in the upper school orchestra, chamber orchestra, the pit orchestra for the musical, has taken private lessons, and has participated in the New Jersey regional auditions. Lauren is a talented and hardworking musician, and we have been very fortunate to have her in our orchestras over the last 3 years. Lauren, you will be greatly missed next year, and we wish you well as you join Sherry at NYU, pursuing studies in the engineering field. Jennifer joined us in the middle school and has shown brightly as a cellist in our program. Jennifer has participated in middle school orchestra, upper school orchestra, and has played in the pit orchestra for 2 years. Although she was she was also a part of our chamber orchestra performance that earned us the highest rating of Superior at Orlando Fest a couple years ago. Thank you. Although we missed having her in orchestra last year, we are so happy that she was able to rejoin us for her senior year this year. Jennifer has also been an active musician outside of school, taking lessons and participating in the New Jersey Youth Symphony. Jennifer, thank you for sharing your beautiful playing with us. We congratulate you and we wish you well as you prepare to study biology at Emory next year. The next student I'd like to speak about is this year's winner of the Director's Award. The Director's Award is given to the senior whose dedication to the musicianship of the orchestra goes well above and beyond the call of duty. Chil joined Rutgers Prep as a freshman in 2020. That year was especially challenging since we were in the midst of hybrid instruction, and sometimes it was just Chil and I in person in chamber orchestra with all the others on Zoom. When it's just you and the teacher in the room, there's nowhere to hide, and I'm sure it wasn't easy, especially as a new freshman. Chil took the challenge seriously and proved himself to be hardworking, responsive to feedback, confident but humble, and he has a good sense of humor to boot. In his junior year, Chil made some new strides in his musical life at Rutgers Prep. He took a chance and auditioned for the very competitive New Jersey Region Orchestra, and he applied for the assistant conductor position here at our RPS orchestra program. Through both of these challenges, Chil worked very hard and grew a lot as a musician in the process. Chil was a delightful assistant conductor both this year and last, again incorporating feedback quickly and asking thoughtful questions. He did a fantastic job conducting the lower school orchestra for their final performance at the lower school assembly last June, and again this year at their performance in January. Chil was a great leader and role model for the lower school students, and they loved working with him. Chil has also been a great leader for his peers in the chamber orchestra as concertmaster this year. He's well respected by his peers. Maybe those that were at our morning meeting performance on Monday might have heard someone saying, "Let's go, Chill," before he started playing. Chill, thank you for your outstanding contributions to the orchestra program. Next year, we will miss you as you head to the University of Chicago to pursue economics. Please help me to congratulate this year's winner, Chill. I'd like to recognize this evening is this year's winner of the National School Orchestra Award. The National School Orchestra Award is the highest honor for high school orchestral musicians. It recognizes excellence in playing and extraordinary contributions to the orchestra program. Carly came to the orchestra program in 7th grade in 2018. Carly has been an enthusiastic orchestra member of nearly every orchestral ensemble we have to offer at our school. The middle school orchestra, the upper school orchestra, chamber orchestra, fusion ensemble, and the pit orchestra for Little Mermaid. Carly has grown so much as a young woman and musician since I've known her. Always ready to help find solutions with a positive attitude, I've especially come to rely on her in the past several years in the upper school orchestra. In her sophomore year, Carly was one of my assistant conductors and she was a delight to work with. She came in frequently to help with the lower school orchestra and conducted one of their pieces for the spring concert. For the pieces she didn't conduct, Carly generously accompanied the lower school students on the bass. Carly was fantastic with the younger students. She had high expectations, but she was warm and helpful with them. Both this year and last year, Carly was voted the upper school orchestra president by her peers. Even before Carly earned this leadership position, she had offered up suggestions on how to make our concerts more special. We have Carly to thank for the smoke machine, decorated masks, and special lightings for the Queen finale in 2021, our bow ties and James Bond in 2022, our bandanas, rock jackets, and party lighting for Journey last year, and this year, the chef hats for Ratatouille, and what you're all about to see for our finale in a moment. Carly always asks if I need help, and she's happy to do what needs doing, especially at hectic concert times. Ask her what she was doing all day, every day this week. In addition to working hard on the string bass, Carly takes private lessons, has learned to play the electric bass as well. Carly is one of those students I have a hard time picturing the program without. She is a confident and caring leader and has strong relationships with her fellow musicians. She is funny, encouraging, and a social glue for our orchestra family. I can't think of a more worthy winner for the National School Orchestra Award than Carly. Carly, we will miss you so much as you prepare to go to Penn State to study physical therapy next year. Please help me congratulate
opportunity to mention that in any circumstance whatsoever. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you join me in thanking Mrs. Stevenson for the incredible? In 1995, my college classmate and retired Rutgers Prep English instructor, John Kennedy, shared with me a book that he thought I should read. It's Anne Lamott's Bird by Bird. It was published in 1995, and John described it as instructions for writing and for life. And he was right. John was always right. And the book starts out with a young boy walking into the kitchen, petrified. 7 o'clock at night, he's just realized that he has an assignment due the next day. He has to write a report about 20 birds. And he doesn't know what to do. He goes to his mother and says, "Mom, what do I do? I'm terrified." She said, "Sit down and we'll do it." He says, "How are we possibly going to write a report about 20 birds? It's due tomorrow." "We will do it bird by bird." It's the title of the book. Bird by bird. Now remember, this is 1995. So an assignment like that is much more petrifying than it would be now. This is 1995. Every phone had a long cord on it. It was a very, very different time. But her instructions were absolutely correct. Bird by bird. It's what you do in producing this music, in creating this joy. It's note by note, it's measure by measure, and you do it. And you produce it. And you enjoy it. There's nothing more fulfilling than creating something yourself. And then when you have created it, you decide whether it can be improved, whether it can be repeated, or whether you want to try something else. I can't tell you how impressed I am with the mastery that you have over pieces of wood and string, and what you're able to create, in spite of the hats, in spite of the sunglasses. It's pretty darn impressive.